Throughout the semester, we have been developing an investigation about the cannabis in Mexico, trying to analyze the behavior of people, understand what their position is, learn about this drug and the question of whether it should be legal or not, and try to find a pattern in all this that throws us a series of data that will be later analyzed and see what all this ends. Our type of research consisted in a mix of qualitative research with points of view of each person and the thoughts that they have about this topic, and quantitative research with some interviews and collect of data but with an approach of more statistics and numbers. So it's a mixed research. Our population was in Guadalajara City, teenagers between the ages of 17 to 25 years old. The research design is non-experimental because we're making interviews and this belongs to the qualitative methods that belongs to non-experimental. The sample of population is the teenagers in the School of Tech Milenio Guadalajara Sur, and we are going to collect the data of 20 students between these ages. We are going to study the interviews and analyze the data that contains the interviews. What's their purpose respect to this topic? The technique or instrument to collect data that we used while doing our investigation was a 10-question survey that helped us understand better what the posture people has respect to this topic and their justification to it. Once we gather all our answers from our sample, we analyzed the information through some pie and bar charts. We could notice that 93% of the people think that marijuana must be legalized, but yet they think that the country is not just ready for it. 100% think that by legalizing this drug, the index of crime in Mexico was going to decrease exponentially, but by making it legal, people will abuse of this privilege and give a bad practice to it, not just medical or in the outlook indicated portions stated by the government, but there will be no control of it since it's legal.
More than 70% of the survey agree that the persons that practice this drug are under the range of age from 15 to 20 years old. In other words, the young community that share a liberal way of thinking, and only less than 25% persons from 21.25 years old. By knowing this, we can understand that one of the main reasons people don't want it legalized is because most of the consumers are young people without full knowledge in making the best decisions. More than 75% have tried at least one time marijuana, and only less than 6% doesn't know what their effects are. There are 50% tie on the way of considering marijuana forbidden is what makes it even more desirable. Further research projects that came out of our investigation can be: 1. Is Mexico prepared to legalize cannabis? 2. Cannabis, all you need to know about this drug. 3. Does that status of the country influences or whether cannabis should be legalized or not? 4. Why is there a species of taboo in our society respect of this topic? And 5. Effects of marijuana and what makes it so irresistible from modern society.
Stories we got along this investigation can be understood as an analysis of society and how those people feel about this topic, what they're standing and why. We provided a complete research with facts and statistical data in order to comprehend better the drug for we can later comprehend society behavior. I know there's a lot of different views that can be against the purpose of this investigation, such as the government and authorities, because by being illegal on the countries, it's easier to separate from the problem. If marijuana were legal, and it will mean that products such as tobacco, also considered a drug, will decrease its sales exponentially. You can also estimate drug trafficking corporations and have a wider control in various factors. Beyond wanting to legalize marijuana or not, the point of all the research was to provide people with the necessary tools to make an informed and accurate decision regarding an issue that has been stretched in society for many years and that has not been analyzed as it should.